Hello everyone, welcome to Crunch Sports. We are back with another preview. Big game coming up tomorrow, and it's the Royal Challengers Bangalore versus the Chennai Super Kings. And we have Santosh here. Hello, hi Santosh.
Hello, Samuel. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and very much excited for the game tomorrow. And we have been following the Chennai Super Kings since the commencement of the IPL, and I think it's been a hell of a ride, I think. So, Santosh, how are you feeling about the game?
I think it's the first time, CSK and RCB are going to be playing for the top of the table spot.
Yes.
Last time RCB did well, but CSK did not. And the other time CSK have been doing well, but RCB hasn't.
Yeah.
So it's the first time there is more than just pride at stake. It's top of the table spot. So I think it's going to be a hell of a game. What do
Yeah,
you think?
it will be. You look at the points table, and RCB is right at top, winning 4 out of 4, and that's a history has been created. So as you said, it'll be a battle for the top. So yeah, it's going to be a good game, as it is in Wankhede as well. I think it'll be a run fest.
Mm,
So
yeah.
this game, I think it has a very sentimental value, and yeah, both the teams are high on their winning momentum. CSK winning their last 3 matches, and again RCB winning 4 out of 4. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's see their head-to-head stats, and yeah, Santosh, you can go ahead with it.
Okay, head to head, CSK and RCB have played 26 games, in which RCB has won 9 and CSK has won 16, and there was one no result. So yeah, the history suggests that CSK has a better hand over RCB, but I think this time it'll be much closer, and because both teams have the momentum, and yeah, as you mentioned, it's in one Wankhede, it's going to be a run fest, and it'll be much closer because it's an afternoon game, and there'll
Yeah.
be very less or no dew. So I think it'll be evenly poised, like both the halves of the game. There'll be no big difference in the pitch or in the conditions. So I think, yeah, it's going to be a choreographed game. What do you think?
Uh, See, when you said that 16 wins by Chennai Super Kings, there we have it. So yeah, I think it'll be a very close game. This one will be a close one. Uh,
Yeah,
CSK has had success in the past, but I think RCB has a very improved squad this year, and they are looking like a champion side. Let's see, they look like a champion side every year, but let's see what they do this time. So yeah,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the game. So yeah, now let's get right into the key head-to-head battles. So these battles are based on they're not based on the past, but the current form of their of these particular players. So yeah, first up we have Virat Kohli versus Deepak Chahar, and it's a swing king versus the world number one batsman. So Santosh, what do you have to say
yeah.
about that?
So if the ball swings, we know how what a big of a threat Deepak Chahar can be. He's gotten 4 wickets up front in the power play in 2 games he's played before. So that's a very big threat. And yeah, and Kohli returned to form last game against KKR. So I think for CSK, it'll be good if he can remove Kohli early, and for RCB fans if they can see off Deepak Chahar, and if the ball doesn't swing bigly hugely for him, I think it'll be a plus point for RCB fans. So I think it'll be an interesting battle to watch. So what do you think?
Yeah, see, if the ball swings, it's an afternoon game, so we don't know how much it will swing or it will not swing. So, if the ball swings, I think Deepak Chair will run an absolute carnage over the RCB players.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I if the ball swings, I'm going with Deepak Chahar. He's winning the battle. This battle, huge battle coming up.
I
So,
think the battle is like not only versus Kohli, it's about with
yeah,
Padikkal also because he
yes,
scored
it's
a
with
hundred.
Particle as well.
So
It's with their
yeah,
top three. And
basically the openers of us. Yeah.
yes. So next up is the superhuman AB de Villiers versus Ravindra Jadeja. Santosh, who's taking this battle?
Uh, this battle, I think Jadeja will take it. because we've seen the last match, the ball was spinning at Wankhede, and if there's spin, Jadeja, he can wreak a havoc. So and when ABD is coming, he'll be looking to score. He won't be looking to fend off bowlers because that's the kind of batsman he is. So if ABD is looking to score and Jadeja comes in, I think the battle will be Jadeja's. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if the ball spins, obviously it will be tough for the RCB batsman. And but I think this battle, AB de Villiers is gonna win because, as I mentioned earlier, he's superhuman. He can do anything. So I'm backing him for this particular battle. But what RCB should look is that AB de Villiers should be given more balls to play because he's your go-to batsman. He's your frontline batsman, so he should be given more balls to play. So yeah, he's not the kind of a player who you can keep at number 5 and you can expect him to score, go big. So you need to give him more balls. Yeah. So next up we have Mohammad Siraj versus Faf du Plessis. Faf has been a very he has been in a very wonderful form. So yeah, Santosh.
Yeah, this battle again is like the opener versus Siraj. So basically, see, we have seen Faf, he can play some dot balls, he doesn't get pressurized, doesn't get to a corner. But then Ruturaj, I think if he plays a few dot balls, he tries to release pressure by going with a big shot. I think that's where Siraj will play a big role because he has bowled 50 dot balls this IPL alone, which is a huge thing from where from where he started. He was usually trolled for leaking runs in
Yes.
Chinnaswamy, but now he's come back and he's bowled 50 dot balls. That's something you have to appreciate. And yeah, so I think the battle will go to Siraj this time. He'll get one of the openers for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's Siraj 2.0. Ever since the last IPL, I think last few games, if you see, he has been a completely different bowler. Ever since Virat Kohli started using him as a power player, he started bowling in the power play. So he has become a better player and a better bowler. So and he has performed in the tests as well. So yeah, I think he will be very crucial for RCB, and he's winning this battle. He's getting either of the openers.
Yes.
This is a very better RCB side compared to last other season, if you see, because it has a lot of all rounders and it has a lot of bowling options, a lot of batting options, but they still lack a finisher. I feel if someone like Kyle Jamieson or Dan Christian can turn out to be good for them, I think they have the capability to go big. So yeah, and the last battle we have is Yuzvendra Chahal versus Moeen Ali. Yeah, Santosh.
Yeah. So yeah, if Siraj gets one of the openers, then I think Kohli will bring Chahal on to face Moeen
Yes.
Ali, because Moeen Ali, no doubt, he has been one of the standouts for CSK this season, and he hasn't got a 50 yet, but the 26 of 13 balls, 26 of 14 balls which he gets, I think it's more crucial than a 50 because
Yeah.
he doesn't let the momentum die. He carries it on. So I think that's equally important. And if Chahal can stop that, that will be good for RCB. But I think this battle will belong to Moeen Ali this time.
Yeah,
What do you think?
even I think that this battle is going to belong to Moeen Ali as well, because you see the last 3 to 4 innings that he has played, he has been absolute. I don't know how I don't know what to say. He has been like playing with the bowler's feelings, I think. Yeah, and he has been good with the ball as well. So that's a very huge plus point. If you have a good bowler like Moeen Ali in your top three, a batsman like Moeen Ali in your top three, then I think it's a plus for the team. So yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's move on to the predicted 11 for the game. Santosh, you go ahead with CSK.
Yeah, I don't think CSK will make any changes this time around either. I mean, last time they were one change. They brought in Lungi Ngidi instead of Bravo. But I think yeah, Ngidi proved himself too. He picked up 3 wickets in a match where bowlers were taken aboard. So I think he has done well to keep his spot. So I think they continue with the same squad. What do you think? RCB's 11 and thoughts on CSK's 11 also.
CSK's 11, I don't think so. There's much to change. There's only one thing that they should look for is Lungi Ngidi. He has performed well, but DJ Bravo is sitting outside. So they have to see that they have, but they have a bowler like Sam Curran with them. But then again, Sam Curran got belted in the last match. 30 runs in 1 over is not acceptable at all. But yeah, then again, I think I don't think so. Dhoni will change anything. He's not the one who changes a lot with his team, so he'll back the players, and I think CSK will go with the same 11. Yeah, now coming on to the RCB 11, I think RCB will go with the same squad as well. Both the teams are coming from a very, similar games, we can say. They have been at their best in the last 2 games. So, there's nothing to change here. The only thing that they should look forward to is a good, a good finisher. This is what I think RCB lacks. They have AB de Villiers, but on one day, if AB de Villiers doesn't work, or if Glenn Maxwell isn't performing, that particular day, then what are they going to do? And wherein you look at CSK's 11, everybody can bat, and all of them are hitters. So it's going to be tricky for RCB to figure out a game finisher.
Yeah, even the number 3 spot, I think it's kind of in the air. Right now, Shahbaz Ahmed, he's there. But I don't know, like if there's an early wicket, suppose there's 0 for 1, would you back Shahbaz Ahmed or an AB de Villiers to play at number 3? So I think it's kind of in the air right now. I think they'll improvise the game situation and how
it depends on the game situation. So so do you think that maybe Washington Sundar should be given another try at number 3?
Yeah, it is a good option. But I think, as you spoke about the finisher thing, I think he's the only recognized batsman left at the last. So if you put him at number 3 also, then it's going to be a trouble if they do lose like 3 or 4 early wickets. So I think he should be batting where he's batting right now.
Yeah, but if he bats at number 3, then that gives Maxwell to bat at number 4 and then AB de Villiers. So they still have AB de Villiers at the end. So, that mindset will be there that AB khada hai, piche hai. So he will save us. Yeah.
AB is still at 5 only, but after that we'll have Washington.
Yeah, they have problems to solve as well in their batting, but I think their bowling has been absolutely beautiful. If I'm not wrong, I think Harshal Patel has the purple cap right now.
Yep.
Yeah, so it will be a battle for purple cap as well. Harshal Patel versus Deepak Chahar. Yeah.
Well, it will be, but for that to have, for Deepak Chahar to win, Chahar has to pick 4 wickets and Harshal Patel has to pick 0. So it's highly unlikely, but yeah, let's back Deepak Chahar in this one.
Yeah, he's our main bowler, so I think we should back him. And you see, Harshal Patel usually bowls in the death, and he's getting wickets in the death. That's a very different thing we have seen from RCB this season. Getting wickets in the death is not what their game has been in the past 13 years, I think. So that's a very huge plus point for them, and an uncapped Indian performing like this is a very huge plus point for the Indian cricket team as well. So yeah, I think it will be a key battle to watch out for. Next up, let's talk about Dhoni. What do you think about his form? What do you think he's going to do in the game? How important is his role in just his presence on the field?
See, if the conventional batting order of CSK is that Raina at 4 and then Raidu at 5.
Yes.
But last match we saw Dhoni coming at 4 and Raina didn't even bat.
Yeah.
So CSK's batting is very flexible now, and they don't have a recognized role for each person. They come in and they try to accelerate. That's been the motto till now. So if Raina and then Raidu bat at their positions, which is designed for them, I think then Dhoni won't have much of a big role to play. But Dhoni's second opponent is RCB. He has scored their most runs and his highest score is against RCB. So I think
794 runs, if I'm not
he's
wrong.
produced wonder. Yeah, somewhere there
794
only.
runs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're correct. Yeah, and in 2019 he scored 84. He lost with 1 run. So I think it was a beautiful match. And yeah, he has it in him. He can still go for it. But if my statement is that if we go with the conventional batting order, I think Dhoni won't have nothing to do except that he'll come and try to swing his
Yeah.
bat. That's what he'll do. What do you think?
I think it's that should be his role now. Considering, with all due respect, he has been old, but I think Suresh Raina and Moeen Ali and Ambati Raidu have been performing better than him right now. But we all know what Dhoni can do on his day. So yeah, I would like to see if there are if there is a situation like CSK doesn't loses only 1 or 2 wickets, in till like 13 to 14 overs, then I want him to come in and swing his bat as much as possible. So I want him to score runs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's get on to the questions now. Who will be the power player of the match? Santosh.
Okay, so most runs in the power play.
Yes.
I
Most runs,
think I'll go with,
or who will have a better performance in the power play?
Okay, I think Faf will do it this time. Because he has been showing the intent for the past 2 games, and he has done well too. So I think I'll back him this time. It'll be Faf for me. What do you say?
It'll be Faf for you. I am backing a bowler here. I am backing Deepak Chahar or someone like Mohammad Siraj to do well in the power play, because you see they have been in wonderful forms, and I personally want Deepak Chahar to do well, because if he does well, then our bowling unit does well. So I want Deepak Chahar.
Yes.
I think Deepak Chahar will be the power player of the match. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's taking more wickets in the power play? Which team is taking more wickets in the power play?
I'll go with CSK. Because as you said, if Deepak Chahar picks 2-3 wickets, and even if he picks 2 wickets, and RCB's batting hasn't been tested yet. That's what I would say, because they have batted till 4, but after that, how deep is their batting? How well can they do if they lose 2 or 3 early wickets?
Yes.
So I think that's where the game would depend on, and I think if 2 or 3 have fallen, then it's kind of in CSK's court. So I think it's going to be CSK. What do you think?
Yeah, as you said, their batting hasn't really been tested. You take out the first match, and the batsman after AB de Villiers, no one has performed like as much as CSK's batsmen have performed. So that's pretty much it. So if you have to ask me who is taking more wickets, I'll go with CSK's well over here. Swing to win. Swing to win is my motto. So yeah. Now next up we have who is scoring more runs in the last 4 overs of the match, of their particular innings.
As a team, or
as a player? As a player. This one as a player.
Last 4 overs. So I think I will go with Dhoni this time. I mean, he won't have much of a role to play if CSK don't lose early wickets. But I think I'll go with him. He likes playing against RCB, so I think it's going to be his day tomorrow. Whom do you say?
I'm going with AB de Villiers over here, because he's literally a superhuman. He can do anything, and I think he will score at least 30 to 40 runs in the last 4 overs. So he will change the momentum for them. Yeah. I'm backing him for doing that. Next up, who will be the game changer of the match?
For me, it has to be Jadeja. I think he'll pick one run out, one wicket, and one catch. So I think he'll do all three today, I mean tomorrow, and he will, be the game changer.
How many
What do you
sixes?
think it is? Sixes.
Or do you believe that he's not even going to bat and the CSK openers are going to take the game away?
Okay, no, let's not be that confident. RCB have been doing well, but I think okay, two sixes. Let's go for Jadeja.
Two sixes.
One run out.
Okay.
Yeah, one run out, one wicket, and one catch.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna back Ravindra Jadeja as well over here, because even if he does one run out, it's gonna change the whole game. One run out, like you see, if anyone like Devdutt Padikkal also gets out by that run out, he'll be a game changer for CSK. So I'm backing him for that, and he'll be the game changer with the ball as well. He'll get the breakthrough. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, and okay. All right, the last question for the day. Will the whistles be blown or the Esala Cup Namde campaign march on? Who's winning the game? Santosh, who do you think is taking it
I
home?
think the whistles will stop the campaign tomorrow, and CSK will win the match. I think it'll be close, but I think CSK will, manage to win it. Why I'm saying it because the last match for CSK was very close, and they managed to hold their nerve and they came out on top. But RCB, on the other hand, they've had comfortable victories. So
Yes.
if there's a close game, I don't think they're used to that situation yet. But they are a class team. So, but I still think CSK will win it tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah, same here. I think the whistles are taking up the top spot. And what did the RCB camp says? Esala Cup Namde. Yeah, 13 years, bro. Where is your cup, bro?
Yeah.
So I'm going with CSK. CSK, yes.
Yeah.
So
it'll be a cracker, no doubt.
It'll be a classy game tomorrow. So I'm very much excited for the game. So yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Make sure you like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and be happy and be safe in these very disturbing times. So it's important to wear mask. Everyone, please wear mask, and yeah, please sit at your house. And yeah, thank you, Santosh, for coming today. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.